Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to day. I don't know what day it is. I'm tired. Still waking up.
Sunday.
Sunday.
6 days out.
6 days out. Resetting. Still in San Diego. Haven't left yet. Flights this afternoon. Still waiting on my plan from Chase. So we are getting coffee. Went to this cool little place.
Communal coffee.
I don't know if you can see it. It's a little pop-up shop. It's kind of cool. Kind of small, quiet. It's also 7 a.m. in San Diego. I'm pretty sure no one's awake yet.
Yeah. What'd you get for coffee?
Oh, that's a lot of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. So, I got my typical red eye. Basically, you guys didn't see last video. Last video? 2 videos ago. Basically, just pour over a shot of espresso in it. A little bit of caffeine boost, a little bit of volume. A little mix and match. But they got this stevia shaker. And the stevia they have here is like powder. It's not like little crystals. I'm sitting there just shaking it. And it's just not coming down. And then just boom. Just big ol' glob.
You wanna redo like all of those hand motions that you just did?
No. So now I got a really sugary coffee. Which ain't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah. You did order it hot.
That is true. I did order it hot. I don't know why I'm always surprised whenever I order something hot and it comes out hot. What I might do actually is I might uncup this.
Uncup it.
Unhand me, woman. So it cools off faster.
And you pour it back and forth.
That's true too.
Pour half and half. But yeah, so we're doing this stop. We're gonna do one more coffee stop today. Another place that I picked out. I think you'll like the next place.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty cool.
Okay.
Should be pretty cool at least. I thought this was gonna be a little bit cooler.
I think this is really cool. I think this is a nice starter because it's like quiet, like off, like we're like in a neighborhood right now. So this is like the local neighborhood spot. It seems like there were people who were talking like when we were ordering or waiting for our coffee, and they were like, "Oh," it seemed like they knew each other really well. So like the customer was talking with the workers and stuff. So it seems like the little cute little local spot. So I think this is a good starter spot.
Yeah. Very personable, very nice. Yeah, next month's gonna be kind of cool.
Yeah.
We'll get some really good B-roll out of that one.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
But yeah, and then we're probably gonna hang out. I have a posing client at 9, and then the game posing, or not posing, just call it 9
Yeah,
as
I
well.
have a client call at 9. Get some work done at the next stop.
Yeah.
Hang out a little bit.
Also touching on that topic too, we do Driven Performance. That's our company. I think I touched on that a couple of videos ago, briefly with my water bottle. But yeah, so we do coaching and I do posing as well. Can't wait to get my stage poses back. I was sick. Everyone liked my routine, even though my routine was completely made up yesterday.
Freestyled and all.
Freestyled and all. Even like, so in the back, when we're lining up for the show, right, there's a TV, a monitor that the video guys are looking at, and everybody can see what you look like on stage, like as you're lining up. And so we're watching everybody's routines, and everyone was just being judged like by everybody back there, and it was kind of funny. But then it was kind of nice too, because I hit my routine, I got off stage, and immediately everyone was just like, "Oh, dude, that was sick. That was sick." And I started getting fist bumps like all the way down. They're like, "That was smooth." And I was like, "Hell yeah, nailed it."
Yeah. I really liked it too. Like from like the audience perspective, it was very smooth. I think I was telling you yesterday, I really liked the song choice because it wasn't like this big flashy song. It was enough of a song where it was powerful, but it was flowable, and it just fit really well, especially with like your aesthetic, your vibe. And I think you did a really good job of like picking something that represented you really well,
Yeah.
so that you could highlight your strengths.
Yeah. Like I'm not a huge like routine
wasn't, like,
person.
flashy.
Yeah, it wasn't like a flashy routine. I think I'd pull out like a flashy routine maybe like if I had more time. Like for like nationals, maybe for nationals I'll practice like actually practice for like a flashy routine because I can pull together a flashy routine.
Oh yeah,
But I think just freestyling was actually just a lot easier. I did I don't think I've said, but I think I did Hans Zimmer Flight. Can't remember if I mentioned it before. But there's a cool little like 30, 45-second like little portion of it where it builds up, and it was sick. When I get the stage shots back in the video, I'll show you guys on Instagram. So keep an eye out for that.
make sure you follow him on Instagram.
If you're not already following, still Gym Trash Panda. But yeah, excited. Gonna book everything today for show next weekend in Sacramento, which is gonna be a nice local show, and we're gonna run it back. I think I don't know if I talked about it yesterday, but I was kind of worried that my season was gonna end super early, and everything, because I was just like, I prepped this long, I did all this work, I got 5th place. Damn, I was so close. And I was afraid Chase was gonna be like, okay, yeah, we got what we needed, and
Wrap it up.
It's time to call it quits. And I kind of was just like, that sucks. And I felt like I failed. And then after the show, we were sitting there, and I was like, well, if I'm done, I might as well just wait for feedback. But then I didn't want to wait for feedback because the show was running hella long. And then I texted Chase, and I was like, jokingly, like, are we gonna run it back next week? And he was like, hell yes, we're running it back next week. And I was like, okay, we're not staying here. I'll get feedback later. Let's just go. So it's a game plan. I think it's gonna be more fun because you guys actually get to see me running the gauntlet, because I'm gonna do that, and then if I qualify, going straight to Chattanooga in
The next
Tennessee
weekend.
the next weekend after that, and we're going to Junior Nats, and we're gonna run it back again. 3 shows, 3 weekends.
Collect the data, get the feedback, test and retest the peaks.
Yeah, and just, I don't know, at this point I could probably just be being reversed into the show. Like after all the food and everything we ate yesterday, I woke up at 162. I'm still 5 pounds under weight cap, and that's just food weight, just sitting in my stomach.
What was your stage weight yesterday?
The stage weight I think was like probably closer to like 159, maybe, because I weighed myself an hour after we got back to the hotel, and I was 158.5. So like I have like roughly like 10 pounds to play with of just filling up. But also it's like, I think yesterday too, I had like this aha moment, this epiphany moment backstage. So little tips and tricks. When you're pumping up backstage, you usually use like high sugar things, right?
Quick digesting
Quick
carbs.
digesting carbs and stuff like that. Usually honey, pretty straightforward one. But right before I stepped on stage, I was looking good. I felt good. Everything was good. And then I think I asked Chase, I was like, I was like, how much honey do I need? He was like, take a shot of honey. And I was like, okay, how much is a shot? And he was like, oh, roughly like two tablespoons, or like 2 servings. And I looked at the back of the honey thing, and I was like, 2 servings. And it's 21 grams of honey. And I don't know if you guys ever measured out 21 grams of honey. It's a lot of freaking, it's a lot of freaking honey. And so I was like, he was like, that's like 2 tablespoons. So 21 grams is 1 tablespoon of honey. So 40 something grams is like 2 tablespoons. And I'm like, I mean, I guess. And so he was like, you don't have to be exact, just squirt it in your mouth. And so I just took I took a shot of honey. And then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. And then stepped on stage, and then the biggest feedback that Chase gave me was like, "Oh, your midsection just looks blown out a little bit." And I was like, "Oh yeah, like that's weird because like I was actually pulling a pretty solid vacuum. In my mind, I thought I was, because like that's the one thing I was practicing all week, just keeping my midsection tight, and it was tight all week, all throughout check-ins, everything. No matter how much food that was thrown at me throughout the week,
Yeah.
it was tight. And on stage, just
It looked completely different.
completely different. And I was like, what the fuck?
Like 1 hour to the next.
Mm-hmm. And so finals, I'm sitting backstage, and then I'm getting ready to like seeing these competitors line up, going again for round 2, and I think I was like noticing some things, and then like I felt really gassy, and I was asking Chase about the pump up process again. I was like, how much honey do I need this time? He was like, probably just one more shot, and you should be fine. And I started like thinking about it, and I was like, I think honey hurts my stomach, Chase. And he was like, okay, well then let's not use honey. And I was like, that's fair. And so DCO went to go grab me some sour gummy candies instead. But right before she did that, I went on a little Google rabbit hole binge and found out that honey actually causes water retention and bloating in your stomach if you're not used to it, or if your body isn't used to it.
In large quantities.
So I was like, oh shit, I've never had that much honey. And like, it's funny because it all clicked right then and there, because previous season, I've used honey maybe out of the last 3 shows I've did, or 4 shows I've done now, 3 of them I've used honey.
1 did not.
1 I didn't. The one I didn't use honey on was my last show in Nevada, in Vegas.
And your best package.
And it was my best package. My abs were there. Everything was good. And like, that's the photo I have framed up, because like I was on. And I was like, oh, this is so sick. I finally nailed it. But the other 2 shows, like my midsection was always watery. It's because I was always having honey right before I stepped on stage. And I was like, what the hell? And so we changed it up yesterday, right before finals. I had sour gummy candies instead. Came out, and
midsection was tighter.
Midsection was tighter. I looked crisp. Like, there's photos. We'll clip a photo in right now of me standing up with my medal. Like, night and day difference. Yeah, like
midsection.
Like midsection is there.
I don't know if you can.
Like
even
glare,
see
the glare's
that.
pretty bad. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll put a picture.
We'll clip it in right here, or here. But like, midsection was tight at finals for my posing routine, and I was like, dude, I am on right now. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And
honestly, that's kind of a good picture.
It is a good picture, though, right? Like,
I'm just gonna send this to you.
It's sick. And so it was kind of like it all clicked yesterday, and then but apparently we found like new workarounds now. So sour gummy candy kind of works, but pixie sticks is key, because I'm about to do like a little nerding science on you guys, right? So it's the high fructose syrup, the naturally occurring syrup and honey that was usually what causes water retention, right? Mm-hmm. And most people it doesn't sit well. In sour gummy candy, it's more of like a corn syrup, like a high fructose corn syrup, and that just kind of just goes straight through you no matter what. It breaks down super easily, super fast. That's why it doesn't retain so much water. But then you get like pixie sticks, or like pixie sticks, it rivals basically just pure straight sugar, which is basically like dextrose or like cluster dextrin or something like that, or like in a sense carb powder. That bypasses your stomach completely and goes straight into your muscles. So, tips in the future: if you ever experience bloating with honey, look for a different carb source pre-workout or something like that. Like, if honey's not sitting well, don't use it. It's okay. There's many other ways to skin a cat. So
yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing too. Like, that's the name of the game when it comes to bodybuilding, is like there's always something to improve, there's always something to get better, and sometimes doing multiple shows is the only way you're going to collect that data, because like, yes, something might work during prep, something might work during your off season, but especially when you're in a situation where your body is so sensitive because you are already stage lean, your body may just develop different sensitivities to different sources because it's so lean, and because it's like, when you think about it, we're putting our body into a position where it doesn't necessarily want to be, so it's going to fight back to get back to a healthy body fat percentage, because obviously bodybuilding takes getting to those unhealthy standpoints, but the goal is never to stay there.
Yeah, so it was a crazy little thought that happened in like the last hour I was there. So I'm gonna run it back again this week and test out this new protocol with Pixie Sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, gonna see how that works, because the gummy candy, obviously worked pretty well. Pixie Sticks probably work a little better, which makes sense because I handle carb powder pretty well. I use carb powder pretty much my entire off season, pre-workout, and like I got massive pumps out of that thing. Fucking love carb powder.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't hurt my stomach at all. It doesn't cause me to bloat. But yeah. So that's the happenings. It's the catch up this morning. And
Coffee and chat.
Coffee and chat, yeah. So gonna finish up this coffee because it's super sugary and I just kind of want to get it over with. And catch you guys at the next spot. We're back. Spot number 2, final spot of the tour, because we're getting close to the end of our time here in San Diego.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we are at, what is it? Selva Coffee, and it's actually a really cool coffee spot. It's actually built into a nursery. So,
Plant nursery.
Plant
You
nursery.
can't tell.
Yeah.
We're literally in the jungle.
Yeah, and all these plants here are for sale. So it's like you can literally just pick up one of these plants and be like, I'm gonna buy this. Like they're already pre-potted. They got barcodes on them and everything like that.
Yeah.
There's a cat sitting in one of these little trees right here, just sleeping. It's so cute. So cute.
Yeah.
My last little victory coffee, and then back to black coffee, basically. Chase is updating my plan right now. We're gonna get some work done. I got a posing session.
We walked in and I was like, this is for sure the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Like Luis does all of like our little like tour planning and things like that. And he was like, okay, we're going to go to this one spot. We're just going to keep it real simple. We're just going to get a black coffee, nothing crazy. He was like, the next spot is where you're going to want to get your specialty coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I'm not going to question it. We're just going to go with it. So we did our black coffee at the last spot, aside from the disaster of the stevia. But we got here and their specialty coffees, they have a really nice selection on their menu. I got a Monkey C. This one is banana and caramel. And then I did an extra shot because why not?
Yeah, and then I got just something pretty simple because, still in prep. Don't want to go a little too crazy right now. It's called the El Jefe. It's basically just a latte. It's kind of loud. We're kind of right by the freeway, too. The door is like a roll-up door. But it's called the El Jefe, and it's basically just espresso, milk, and a little bit of brown sugar. So nothing too crazy. I think the brown sugar kind of settled at the bottom, which is kind of nice. So I can kind of just like stop when I get closer to the bottom. It's a little smarter move. Pro tips. But I am a very much of a planner person, and I'll give you guys some little advice here. So I have this app, and it's called Mind Trip. So instead of using like, what is it? Like Google. Yelp and stuff like that, and just be like, where are the best places and stuff like that. Like, yes, Yelp is good just to like look at reviews and like, honest feedback and stuff like that. Google, no one really does reviews and stuff like that.
It depends on the area you're in, because apparently everybody in South Carolina uses Google reviews.
Yeah, there's like thousands of reviews on Google reviews, and I was like, holy crap, everyone loves reviews here. But like, you come to California, there's like one review on like the best spot in like the entire.
And then everybody else, I feel like everybody in California will only send a review if they have a negative experience.
Yeah, that too.
So you always only see negative experience, like reviews, at least from like where we're from. I don't know if that's a thing everywhere, but you have to like really piss some people off in order to get a review out of them.
Exactly, yeah.
But everybody in South Carolina was like, we love this place, 5 stars. And
yeah,
I'm like,
like the service was good, like you should come back. and stuff like that. But so I use this thing called Mind Trip, and I kind of found it just like by accident, and it's an AI app. It's kind of like ChatGPT a little bit, but it's for strictly for planning purposes. Because I'm a huge planner. I like to like keep things on the timeline and stuff. But you can look up like what are your best or like what's the best like recommendations for coffee shops in your area, and it's basically spits you out a list of all the coffee shops, and you're like, oh, give me the aesthetic vibes, and then you kind of just start basically like ChatGPT a little bit, but it's more planning based. Not only that though, it can actually make reservations for you ahead of time. I think I used it when we went to Vegas. We went to a sushi restaurant and like an omakase type style thing. And I was like, oh, can you make a reservation for me? And it's like, oh, yeah, sure. What time would you want? And I want this time, this time, this time. These are the usual available times. This is probably the best time to go based on your schedule, stuff like that. So it's super helpful. So if you guys are ever like trying to plan a trip anywhere, it even books out flights, looks at flight times,
Yeah, that's what I was
stuff like
gonna
that
say.
too. Yeah, it's like I use it at the very surface level. I haven't used it at that level yet. I kind of like went down the rabbit hole a little bit for that, but it's super helpful in that sense. So if you guys are ever in the mood for like a big travel weekend or something like that, or travel week, it could literally pre-plan like your entire agenda um, day by day, and like make reservations day by day for you, and give you like timelines on flights and everything like that, which is puts a lot of like less stress on you when you kind of just check in the boxes,
Yeah.
especially like being like a bodybuilder or something like that. And it's just like, oh, I need to know where to go, like where's the healthiest foods and stuff like that. And like you give it like parameters, it'll follow it for you. So
Yeah. I think the features that are really cool too is like the itinerary aspect of being able to like just build out the entire trip. It takes a lot of like that guesswork out. Like you said, it makes things a little bit easier, especially if you are somebody who enjoys planning but doesn't enjoy the stress of planning.
Yeah.
It seems like it's been super helpful. I mean, I personally haven't used it like firsthand, but as a certified travel princess, I think it's great. So
yeah, so she reaps the benefits for sure. I think here, what is it? I'll do this. I was messing around with it. I have it on my phone right now. But this was from a while ago. I was trying to plan a trip to Iceland for this year. But obviously we decided to bodybuild and do prep instead, because I think, was it this year's the solar or lunar eclipse or something like that? Solar eclipse.
some
And
sort
it-
of
it's like
really big
It's a really
thing
big
happening.
solar eclipse event and I was like, okay, well maybe I'll just plan a trip and we'll go watch the solar eclipse and do like a festival and stuff like that. Or
Well,
back.
If the quality looks different on this, the SD card ran out of storage.
Yeah.
So
So
awkward.
yeah. That was unexpected.
Yeah.
Guess that's what happens when you do longer form content.
Longer form. Two bodybuilders, long form content.
Two bodybuilders long form content over multiple days.
Yeah.
We weren't planning for that. So
Yeah. We were talking about my trip.
I was talking about Mind Trip.
Talking about a trip to Iceland.
Yeah, trip to Iceland. But I'm gonna show you guys. This is the Mind Trip app. When you go into the app, I think the cool part is like I have a trip that I planned for Iceland, and within that trip, it basically laid out an itinerary for me, basically for like a week or like 2 weeks worth, right? I'd set the dates from whatever I wanted, and then it basically just auto adjusted departing from the airport, gave me a full thing. I wanted to go to like this specific sunset festival or like eclipse festival, and then it said, okay, the eclipse festival is from this day to this day. You're going to be 3 days there, but you can do extra days here, and it gives you like optimal routes. Then it gives you like optional like asks you like optional questions like do you want to do like spas or like souvenir shopping or any other like unique experiences and things like that. And then you kind of just basically just fine tune it, and then yeah, it kind of goes from there. It's basically just a chat travel GPT, but I like it. I like it a lot. It's kind of how I found this place too, because I come to San Diego a lot for work, but it I always see this place, and I always just see the nursery, because the nursery sign's on the outside. But I didn't know there was a coffee shop within the nursery
Yeah.
until I opened up the app. So yeah, Cool little things. But anyways, back to the coffee. How was your coffee?
It's really good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I already said this, but I did the banana, it's banana and caramel. And I really like it because the flavor is light. It's not like a sugary caramel, and it's not like a overpowering banana. That's what I was kind of worried about. I don't like the super heavy artificially flavors. And this does not taste like that.
Yeah.
So,
This one's good. It's very light brown sugar. Little coffee.
yeah. Did you want to try this?
Yeah, we'll swap.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys can see, but she still preserved the latte art.
It's good, right?
That's really good.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So, if you're ever in San Diego,
Check it out.
sell the coffee.
Check it out. Yeah, the first bar I went to was called Communal. They got a few locations. I think the only one to was a smaller location.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It felt very communal.
Yeah. Felt very, very communal. Yeah, we're gonna finish this coffee, do some work, and then
Time to head home.
time to head home. Yeah. So
Round 2 starts technically today.
yeah, technically today when we get home.
Yeah.
Chase is again updating my plan. I don't know, Google Sheets is taking forever. He was like, do you have your plan yet? And I'm like, no. I was like, I haven't ate anything because I don't know what to eat. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure I'm still under my weight cap
Yeah. You got
this
time.
morning. Yeah, my weight's gonna start dropping again. Cardio's probably gonna get bumped back up. I think tomorrow.
Yeah.
I travel again on Tuesday to LA. So I'm gonna go back home tomorrow, fly out Tuesday morning, and then I'll be gone until Thursday. And then fly straight back to Sacramento.
Yep.
And then take work off and check in on Friday for the show. So
Right
the
back
life.
to it. That's
the
what
life.
happens when you're a bodybuilder who works full time.
Mm-hmm.
And most bodybuilders work full time.
Yeah, exactly. So bodybuilding is not a profitable sport.
Absolutely not.
It's not. You lose all the time, and you lose a lot of money all the time. But we do it because we love it for the passion, and hopefully one day I get a sponsor of some sort, meal prep sponsor. Anyone who's a meal prep company that's watching this video, please help sponsor me. I travel a lot, so I could use a lot of meal prep work.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Kind of just cutting it here, and then probably catch you guys back home. What's up, guys? We made it back home. A little late. We're just unpacking and stuff like that. But lollygagging, taking our time, enjoying being back home. But back to the grind. Making chicken
titties.
chicken titties, yes. We're still in prep. Still got things to do. Still got goals to achieve. Still got a show to hit. So back to the grind. Little, I guess, I don't know if it's a pro tip, but it's something that I've been kind of doing recently. I don't know if she's been doing it, but I've been doing it. Whenever I make chicken, I like to air fry my chicken. Right now it's like plain, no seasoning because prep. Not all of prep, but like the last couple weeks, you started controlling sodium and stuff like that, so no seasonings. But I usually like to we get our chicken from Costco. It's just full of those like bags of like just like liquid and stuff like that. So I've been patting them dry before I actually like air fry them. Helps cook them a little quicker. Kind of reduces like the water, I guess, that it has to go through. So our air fryer usually fits about 6 whole chicken breasts, but I'm trying to fit 8 because we have 1 leftover package. So really just playing Tetris over here. Oh, this is gonna fit perfectly.
I think it's gonna work perfect, actually.
Yeah, and I know it's probably bad to crowd the pan like that, but they cook pretty quick. They cook pretty evenly. And our Ninja air fryer is actually pretty freaking sturdy, man. So I have faith.
Yeah.
Also, we are a Ninja household.
We definitely are.
We have a Ninja Cafe Premier. We have a Ninja Creamy.
We do have a NutriBullet, but don't tell Ninja.
That might change soon.
Our air fryer obviously is Ninja.
Yeah, air fryer is obviously Ninja.
It's the flip one if you were curious.
Yeah.
So it flips up and it stores really nicely.
Did it at Costco. Yeah, so look at this. Beauty. 8 chicken breasts. That's all you need. Oh, not all you need.
That's,
all
yeah.
I need. You have the pan.
Yeah.
Ham. Just like a little, I mean, it is air frying. Just a little spray over it once. Nothing too crazy. Not like dousing this thing in freaking like oil. And then just straight into the air fryer.
One nice thing about our air fryer too is the timer doesn't actually start until it preheats. So you can actually put the things in there, and then as soon as it's actually preheated is when the timer will start. So that's one nice feature for our air fryer specifically that I know not all air fryers have, in case you were looking for a recommendation.
Yeah.
Or Ninja, if you want to sponsor this guy, I think you should.
We use enough of the stuff. But we're back home, back to the grind. We just finished cardio. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be doing cardio, but I did cardio anyway. She has cardio, so
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, check-ins tomorrow. And we'll see what the game plan is. Being
Peak week number 2.
yeah, peak week number 2. It's kind of funny. Second time on back-to-back weeks. So back-to-back weeks is kind of weird, I think. I think it's a little weird because it's just like there's just enough time to do absolutely nothing.
You basically just re-peak at that point. It's not even like you don't have time to deplete.
Yeah.
You don't have time to like change big variables, but you have enough time to change like the smaller variables that end up being big variables. But
Yeah. Sorry, my dog is drinking water really, really loud. But it's okay. Yeah. So I think Chase usually likes 2 weeks in between shows. So, but we don't really have that option. So like I think I need to come in fuller, just a little bit more pop. I think that's the one thing that's missing on me. Because weight's there, it's just need glycogen in my muscles. Because there's photos of me at like 168, 167, just like completely just filled out, and that's a good look, really good look. But I don't think I hit that on stage.
I don't think
at
so.
all. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll just be reversing into this show and then reversing into nationals. Who knows if I win this show? So that'll be fun. It's a good process to see. I guess good problems to have instead of just being like, oh, I need to be more conditioned. I think conditioning was there. I mean, anyone could use a little bit more conditioning, right? Like I could have been a little bit more crisp or whatever, but for what I was aiming for, I think fullness is huge. So, but yeah, I'm gonna finish it up 6 o'clock, signing off, and we'll catch you guys maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, for sure Tuesday, because I'll be traveling, and I'll be vlogging that entire series, and maybe I'll loop Johnny in, our boy Johnny in LA, and you'll see a little collab. So, we'll see you guys soon.
Happy peak week.
Yep, number 2.